It's a beautiful Saturday morning here at the Ninoy Aquino National Stadium. Welcome to Quick Set, powered by Smart. And this is Janine Sakal, your courtside reporter for this morning, along with our beautiful girls at the panel, Kayla Reyes and Caitlin Bernal. Now, this is still the Shakey Super League National Invitationals, and we are now at the quarterfinals where we have 8 teams left after 3 days of elimination rounds. And to kick off this quadruple header, let's take a look at the games today. Now, to kick off this morning, we have the National University going up against the USPF Lady Panthers. And right after this game, we will have the University of Batangas against the Colegio de San Juan de Letran. And at 2 p.m., we have the Far Eastern University versus the UST Growling Tigresses. And at 4 p.m., we have the College of St. Benilde going up against the Enderun Colleges. Now, we got to talk to some of the players earlier, and let's listen in to let's watch how the mindset of the NU Lady Bulldogs is going into this game. Let's watch this.
Yung mindset lang po namin ngayon is mag-focus inside the court and communication inside the court and tiwala sa teammates, sa sarili, and siguro po i-work on namin yung defense namin and i-improve pa yung mga skills namin this conference po.
Now that was one of the players from the NU Lady Bulldogs telling us about their mindset coming into this game against the USPF Lady Panthers. Now, on the other side of the court, we have Mboy from the USPF Lady Panthers. Let's watch this.
Masaya po, pero medyo kinakabahan kami kasi nga po UAP sobrang laking liga na yan, and hindi po namin in-expect na sila yung makakasangga namin for these quarterfinals, and I hope lang po na yun nga po may matututunan kami sa kanila, and hindi naman po namin in-expect talaga na manalo, and gagawin lang po namin yung best namin na mapakita sa kanila na may maibubuga din po yung mga taga-Visayas.
And that was Eliza Mboy of the USPF Lady Panthers telling us about kung ano yung pwede nilang maibuga sa game na ito against the NU Lady Bulldogs. Now, for all the teams, you can watch all the games today. The 2024 Shakey's Girls Volleyball and then Shakey Super League National Invitationals is live on the Smart LiveStream App, free and open to all networks. It's also live on Smart Sports and Puso, Pilipinas. You can also watch on Shakey Super League, the Facebook page, and on TV at Solar Sports. Now, that was Quick Set, powered by Smart. Now, let me turn you over to our ladies at the panel, Kayla and Caitlin.
Champion will meet champion, and contender will clash against other contenders as the playoffs of the 2024 Shakey Super League National Invitationals get underway today at the Ninoy Aquino Stadium. First match of the morning, we have Abby Pono leading the pack here for the National University Lady Bulldogs squad as they take on Alisa Mboy and the rest of the USPF Lady Panthers. It's the Lady Panthers up against the Lady Bulldogs here for a seat in the semi-finals. Good morning, everyone. A happy Saturday to all our volleyball fans. I'm Kayla Reyes, joined here by Caitlin Bernal and Janine Sakal on the sidelines. Caitlin, first match of our quarterfinals. Both champion teams. What are your thoughts on today's matchup?
Well, Kayla, I think we have a very interesting matchup for today because both these teams have a very lethal attack line. So I'm excited to see how they will be adjusting in their floor and net defense to fight for that first semifinal spot.
Yes, it's going to be an exciting game as teams want to book and secure a seat here in the semifinals. For our match, again, it's NU versus USPF. And then for our next game, we have University of Batangas Lady Brahmans against the Lady Knights.
For our third game, it's very exciting. We have UAAP teams versus UAP teams, FEU versus UST, and lastly, we have Benil going up against Enduran Colleges.
So all these matches here going to the semifinals will be knockout, win or go home matches. But let's first discuss and take a look back at the journey to the quarterfinals of National University. They finished first place in pool number A, still with no losses here. Defeated Enduran Colleges 3-0, 25-19, 25-15, and 25-16. Moving on to their next game, that's Xavier University, winning that in straight sets, 25-15, 25-13, and 25-13 once again. Now let's take a look at the other side of the court. That's their journey or road to the quarterfinals here for the Lady Panthers. USPF, they finished second in Pool C with a record of 1-1. They lost to FEU, dropping that first match 13-25, 15-25, and 17-25. But then they defeated LPU here in 4 sets, 25-19, 17-25, 25-23, and 25-19. So our reigning CESAFI champions. Let's now turn you over to our game announcer for the callouts.
Good morning, SSL fans. Welcome to the Ninoy Aquino Stadium for the 2024 Shakey Super League National Invitationals. It's match number 13 in the quarterfinals. Let us now meet the players. First, from the National University Lady Bulldogs. Starting with team captain number 4, Bella Belen. First libero number 5, Sharia Hartio. Player number 1, Puchi Bombita. Number 3, Abigail Pono. Number 8, Sheena Turing. Number 9, Aish Bello. Number 10, Alexa Mata. Number 13, Lams Lamina. Number 17, Chum Chum Maya. Number 18, Ada Panike. Number 19, Celine Marsh. Number 21, Myrtle Escanlar. Number 23, Carlene Tizon. And your second libero at number 11, Icy Cepeda. And now let's meet the players from the University of Southern Philippines Foundation Lady Panthers. Starting with team captain number 11, Tia Mejos. First libero number 12, Matis Gloria. Player number 1, Alyssa Mboy. Number 3, Sydney Aliganga. Number 4, Ressel Pedrosa. Number 5, Gwyneth Duran. Number 7, Katrina Inot. Number 9, Kay Bunyao. Number 10, Lian Miquel Sureño. Number 15, Nika Sanchez. Number 17, Lian Minyoza. Number 19, Chole Montemor. Number 20, Isabel Mijares. And your second libero at number 2, Eliza Gallarde. Ladies and gentlemen, let us now meet your officials for this match. First referee, Mr. JB Evangelista. Your second referee, Mr. Larry Dumago. Let us now meet our starters. First, from the University of Southern Philippines Foundation Lady Panthers. Let's call on to court team captain and middle blocker number 11, Tia Mejos. Outside hitter number 1, Alyssa Emboy. Opposite hitter number 4, Russell Pedrosa. Setter number 5, Gwyneth Duran. Middle blocker number 7, Katrina Inot. Outside hitter number 9, Kay Bunyao. And your starting libero at number 12, Matis Gloria. Head coach for the Lady Panthers is Miss Rizari Yolanda. And now the starters for their challengers across the net, the National University Lady Bulldogs. Let's rev it up with opposite hitter and team captain number 4, Bella Belen. Middle blocker number 8, Sheena Turing. Another middle blocker number 9, Aisha Bello. Setter number 13, Lams Lamina. Opposite hitter number 18, Ara Panike. Outside hitter number 21, Myrtle Escanle. And your starting libero at number 5, Shaira Hardillo. Head coach for the NU Lady Bulldogs is Mr. Norman Miguel. It's match number 13 in the quarterfinals. This is the 2024 Shakey Super League.
Let's meet our starters here for the USPF Lady Panthers. It's Emboy, Mejos, Duran, Bunyao, Inot, Pedrosa, and Gloria as their starting libero. On the other side of the court for the National University Lady Bulldogs, we have the seniors, Panike, Toring, Belen, Escanlar, Bello, Lamina, and Shaira Hardio as their starting libero. Exciting matchup here today between both teams. The Lady Bulldogs take on the Lady Panthers here for a seat in the semifinals. First match this Saturday morning here at the Ninoy Aquino Memorial Stadium. As we get things rolling here with Hams Lamina with the first serve. We have the reigning UAAP champions for indoor volleyball going up against the reigning Sasafi champions, Caitlin. So an exciting match for sure. And the girls from Visayas, as mentioned in our interview earlier, would really like to show that they can compete against UAAP champions.
She mentioned that they didn't expect that they would be going up against NU for the first quarterfinals match, but I'm sure these girls from Visayas are very excited to be going up against the UAAP champions.
The set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery, or your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojo's Now. Duran sets up Emboy. Belen with a power tip. And NU here getting one on the board.
Belen starting things off with a tip, down the line tip. Defender was there, but I think too much. It was
like a power tip going down that line. Duran chooses the opposite. That was Mejos. Panike will attack. Off-speed attack is good for Ara Panike.
So far, Kayla, the Lady Bulldogs have been utilizing softer touches, just noticing the unmanned portions of USPF's court. Seems to be working for them so far.
So far, keeping it simple. Nothing too powerful yet here from the side of the Lady Bulldogs as we begin the match. Miscommunication on the side of the Lady Panthers.
That was a really good ace as well from Lamina. She's been there for 3 rallies now.
This serve of the game is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery, or your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojo's Now. So Lamina always has been a great server. Almost another ace here. The free ball given up for NU, and the job finished there by Turing.
NU now maximizing their middle blockers. Turing, she's been known to be a very reactive blocker and very powerful spiker. Nice to see her in action now this morning.
Still 4-0 with our score. NU with the lead. Better reception here for Lady Panthers, and Emboy denied at the net there by Panique and Turing.
Well-timed double block team effort on the side of the Lady Bulldogs. And so far, the Lady Panthers haven't been able to lock in any points yet, any kills. Floor and net defense for NU seems to be working very well.
And I'm sure NU did their homework and they're aware that a lot of the points coming from the side of the Lady Panthers comes from Alisa and Boy, which is why they're double timing on that block there, as we saw that last sequence. Attack error here for Bella Belen. That's a point here for the Lady Panthers.
That didn't touch any of the blockers' hands from USPF, so that will grant the Lady Panthers their first point. Time for them to bounce back and redeem some points, but parang nabati ko as Duran commits a service error.
Something they will have to limit, especially if they're going up against a very skilled team here in the likes of the Lady Bulldogs. And NU still leading by 5 in the first set. And a point here coming from Bunyao. Much needed point here for USPF to start with the roll of points.
Bunyao, she's one of the taller attackers on the side of the Lady Panthers, and that's going to be their first kill, first point from a kill for the Lady Panthers.
And Turing once again, quick attack in the middle.
That quick attack is so fast and actually so hard to block. And even if you're a floor defender, it's hard to see where that ball is going. And she actually targeted Duran right there.
And that connection between Lamina and Turing, I mean, they have been together for quite a while now. But this time, a great attack once again coming from Bunyao, really stepping up so far here.
Solid down the line hit from Bunyao. Blockers were there, but she was able to see that seam.
A double contact was called on Nelo. 3 point here for USPF. Score is 7-4 for USPF. Duran sets up the middle. Powerful attack there. And that dig coming from Hardio sails out. So a great point here for the Lady Panthers.
Great setup by Duran there to E-Not. Just too much for NU's libero.
That was a great attack coming from E-Not. Powerful plays. Although attack error on the side of USPF on Pedrosa. So first technical timeout score is 8-5.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
TNT TikTok takeover na! Tuloy-tuloy na live selling. Tuloy-tuloy na food talk. Tuloy-tuloy na dance talk. Para may only TikTok, mag-TNT TikTok saya 50 na. Lipat at load na.
You are still watching the Shakey Super League National Invitationals. And earlier, Coach Rosario Yolanda of the USPF Lady Panthers told me the Sasafi Championship wasn't their only goal this year because they also had their eyes set on returning to the Shakey Super League National Invitationals. And now, here they are in the quarterfinals. And though they know it's going to be an uphill battle, Coach Yolanda told me this experience is still a confidence booster for the team going forward. Now, back to the panel.
You know, Kayla, I was able to cover USPF last Thursday in their parang do or die na rin because they needed that game to get in to hear the quarterfinals. And I just admired Coach Yolanda there because she was really encouraging her players to get that win against LPU. And now, just as Janine says, she's trying to impart that same kind of mindset. And so far, they've been NU's been leading, but they've been able to lock in some kills now. And so far, the energy that these girls from Cebu have brought into our league is quite outstanding and quite notable as well.
Definitely, it's great to see talent from all parts of the Philippines here in the National Invitationals. And so far, the Lady Panthers showcasing the talent coming from Cebu. As NU still leads here by 5, Arapanike with the serve. And an ace here for Arapanike.
We've seen quite a few aces now from the Lady Bulldogs. They have been known to be heavy servers, so the Lady Panthers will definitely want to try to adjust to that as soon as possible to be able to get some good receives and execute the plays that they want.
Definitely prioritizing that first touch or reception so that they can get their plays going. As they do have talented spikers in the likes of Emboy, Pedrosa, and we see as well Bunyao, who actually is most of the points on the Lady Panthers side comes from her. As she serves here, over receive, joust at the net, 1-2 play blocked by Bello. Pedrosa blocked once again. I believe that was the second block coming from the side of the Lady Bulldogs.
Seems like the outside hitters of USPF are having a hard time locking in. And I'm actually talking about Pedrosa here, and she was one of the top performing players in their previous matches. So talagang nababantayan na ng NU itong si Pedrosa.
Jump serve there by Escanlar. Free ball here for National University, set up to Bello, but there was a net touch called on the Lady Bulldogs. Very evident on that last sequence. That was Bello as she was going down from that quick attack. Serve too long for Katrina Inot, the middle blocker of the Lady Panthers.
USPF will definitely want to take advantage of NU's errors, but at the same time minimize their own if they want to close the lead NU has now.
Good serve coming from Bello. That was right above that net.
Redeeming her net touch error with a very sharp serve.
So National University, first time here in the National Invitationals. They are also a two-time Shakey Super League preseason champion. So before our National Invitationals, we just recently concluded our Shakey's Girls Volleyball Invitational League featuring the top high school teams across the Philippines. And after our National Invitationals, we still have one more big league. That's the Shakey Super League preseason tournament in preparation for the UAAP NCAA. So a lot more volleyball coming for our volleyball fans, as an ace scored here by Pedrosa. Although committing a service error after that ace, and you still with the lead 15-9. Another point here for the Lady Panthers after that touch by Turing, sails out, trying to block that 1-2 play.
now 5-point game against these two teams. Let's see how the Lady Panthers are planning to catch up.
Panique with that attack. Great dig coming from the Lady Panthers. Hardio will set up Belen. And cross-court kill coming from Bella Belen is good.
Clean kill. Also, no blockers in front of her. Or unfazed, rather, by the block in front of her.
That smart power play of the set was presented by Smart. Live more today.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
TNT TikTok takeover na! Tuloy-tuloy na live selling. Tuloy-tuloy na food talk. Tuloy-tuloy na dance talk. Para may only TikTok, mag-TNT TikTok saya 50 na. Lipat at load na.
Back to the ball game here. After that second technical timeout, score is currently 16-10, still in favor of the Lady Bulldogs. As Bella Belen serves. Actually, Ara Panique and Bella Belen will be flying out to fulfill their national team duties with Alas. So they'll be playing still in tomorrow's matches if they do win this match versus the Lady Panthers. Escanlar from the open side. And their libero unable to get that ball over the net.
That was a good effort on the side of the Lady Panthers, but unfortunately that third touch fails to cross the net. Solid placement so far from the Lady Bulldogs. And actually that's what they've been doing this whole game. They haven't brought out the most powerful of spikes, but they're able to see the weaknesses in the defense of the Lady Panthers.
Jump serve, strong serve, but great reception by Pedrosa there. Pono, 1-2 play, great defense by USPF. Pono chooses Turing, and Turing finishes the job down the middle.
Turing with great attacking efficiency so far. That middle quick attack has been working for the Lady Bulldogs.
Good reception again. And another point here coming from National University, care of that block point.
The Lady Bulldogs have adjusted to Bunyao, have spotted her as one of the main attackers also for the Lady Panthers, and coverage was there for them, but unfortunately it wasn't followed up.
And you with a comfortable lead with a 9-point lead here in the first set so far. Pono to Turing once again. Sheena Turing really being that spark here for NU. A lot of points there down the middle. And Pono really just activating her middle blockers. And that's also because they're able to get that first touch or that reception straight to Pono. Followed up by an ace here by Bella Belen.
So far, Kayla, NU has been moving like a well-oiled machine from their aces. We've seen so many aces in this set alone. And their defense, their setups to their middles have been perfect actually in set number 1.
So far, a very dominant performance by the reigning UAAP champions in all departments. Blocking, and right on cue, another block point here for National University, care of Turing once again. That's on Alisa Mboy.
Talagang nahihirapan na talaga ang Lady Panthers maka-adjust because, like I said, NU has been playing so well, and so far no points of improvement or weaknesses from the Lady Bulldogs that the Lady Panthers can take advantage of.
Yes, so far playing very clean volleyball here. Escanlar adjusting to that tight set. Bombita tries to end that rally and is successful with another point here for the Lady Bulldogs.
What's great about NU and well-performing teams such as them, I mean, they are the UAAP champions. They're very cool and composed when playing.
Although a timeout called here by Coach Yolanda Rizari.
In favor of National University.
Napakita na ginatuha, bilikin mo mo pala yung pa-blocker, giligin mo mare. Giligin mo. Okay, mo na magtaas. Kung taas sila, paninga mo ito asa ni mo makuha ang hula, asa ni mo ipalusot.
Okay, go
Ayun,
okay.
nga taas sila. Gulo mo.
That huddle was powered by Smart. Live more today. So Caitlin, we heard that timeout called by Coach Yolanda Rizari of the USPF Lady Panthers. What do you think USPF needs to do in this set? Well, we have 2 points left, but this set and the sets moving forward in order to get back in the game here versus the Lady Bulldogs.
Well, I think they were already talking about it, but they'll definitely want to try putting in some variation in their touches when it comes to their attacks, because yun nga, I think they feel very stifled because the blocking of NU has been so sufficient. So they'll want to try maybe utilizing off the block hits to get some points.
Definitely so far, NU just reading them very well. But the Lady Panthers here saving a set point. Care of that opposite attack.
This is a sharp spike rather by Mejos.
Pono, underhand set to Escanlar. And what a way to end the first set with a powerful, clean attack. As we see this replay here.
What an approach by Escanlar. She was hungry to get that finishing point. And now we have here Lady Bulldogs dominating the game so far.
First set scores 25-11 in favor of the Lady Bulldogs.
There's nothing like winning the game.
Congrats sa promotion.
There's nothing like leveling up. There's nothing like the first face-to-face. There's nothing like meeting the fam. For great times, great memories.
There's nothing like Shakey's.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
TNT TikTok takeover na! Tuloy-tuloy na live selling. Tuloy-tuloy na food talk. Tuloy-tuloy na dance talk. Para may only TikTok, mag-TNT TikTok Saya 50 na. Lipat at load na.
First set between National University and USPF ended at 25-11. A very dominant start here for the Lady Bulldogs as they try to book that first seat to the semifinals. Let's take a look back at what happened in that first set. Again, as I mentioned, a very dominant start for the reigning UAAP champions. Just clean volleyball and really dominating in terms of all departments in volleyball, whether it be blocking, the service aces that we saw earlier, and just doing their homework as well, reading and limiting Pedrosa and Emboy. So that's 25-11 in our first set as we take a look at our statistics here.
For the attacks, the NU Lady Bulldogs locked in almost twice as many attacks as the Lady Panthers, and blocks. No blocks for USPF but 4 blocks on the side of NU. And look at the aces, 5-1. And that's what we saw. Kaya nga nahirapan magkaroon ng magandang first ball ang USPF. And in terms of errors, not that much for both teams, but still more errors on the side of USPF.
We saw earlier those blocks coming from Sheena Turing, dominating in that front line. And for USPF, we saw some sparks and contributions coming from Bunyao and Katrina Inot, their middle blocker.
But still, I think more of the Lady Panthers will need to step up if they want to replicate the kind of energy that NU is bringing here, because NU, they're just playing their usual game. This is very clean in all departments, and maybe in set number 2, the Lady Panthers have been able to adjust already, especially in terms of their receives and their attacks. And we're yet to see some more action from players such as Pedrosa and Emboy. Talagang nababantayan sila. So I think a lot of it is already up to Duran to see how she will distribute these balls to her attackers for them to be able to collect some points.
They'd also have to, I guess, change their game up by a bit, as you mentioned also, Caitlin, NU limiting that performance by Emboy and Pedrosa, who are our usual top scorers here for the Lady Panthers. So set 2. This set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojo's now. So an off the block hit as we start the second set, care of Alexa Mata.
And you utilizing their middle blockers right off the bat to start off set number 2. That is successful, although at least we saw a block attempt on the side of the Lady Panthers, and perhaps that will do them some good in the following rallies.
An ace here coming from Abby Pono. This serve of the game is brought to you by Shakey's Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojo's now. Abby Pono, our MVP of the match last game. So far, very consistent. Back-to-back aces for her. And no adjustments yet made on the side of the Lady Panthers in terms of the reception pattern. So change of libero here. We have Gloria back in. That was for Galarde. But that serve by Pono sails out this time around. Pono chooses Bombita. Good pick up there by Pedrosa. Opposite attack. Sails out here for USPF.
We saw a good dig there by Wrestle Pedrosa, but unfortunately the third touch just sails outside. Too much power there for Bunyao.
Belen. Service ace. So still the same thing, Caitlin, that we saw in that first set. A lot of service aces.
I think that's the third ace of the set, and we're just starting things off for set number 2. So talagang ang ganda ng pinapakita ng Lady Bulldogs, showing why and how they are the UAAP champions.
Pono to Marsh. And a touch there by Gloria merits another point for the Lady Bulldogs.
That will be Celine Marsh's first point of our game today. And Kayla, I think we remember her from our girls volleyball invitational league.
Definitely, we just saw her play and obviously carry that team, their high school team rather. She has always been one of their star players alongside, well, Karila Miranda, of course, who's now with FEU, and Tizon as well in the lineup here for National University. NU with a 6-point lead so far. And a point here coming from team captain Dia Mejos of USPF.
That was a much needed point for the Lady Panthers to stop the bleeding for their team, and hopefully that sparks things up for them.
Marsh there with an attack. That set was quite far from the net. So attack error here for the Lady Bulldogs. Marsh unable to adjust to that set. Mejos there with the serve. Perfect pass by Hardio. And Alexa Mata finishing the job from that set by Abby Pono.
Great transition on the side of the Lady Bulldogs. Like I said, moving like a well-oiled machine. Their quick attacks have been so efficient in our game today.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
TNT TikTok takeover na! Tuloy-tuloy na live selling. Tuloy-tuloy na food talk. Tuloy-tuloy na dance talk. Para may only TikTok, mag-TNT TikTok saya 50 na. Lipat at load na.
You're still watching the Shakey Super League National Invitationals. Now, for most sports like volleyball, height is truly an advantage. And for libero Shira Harjo, whatever she lacks for in height, she makes up for in skills. This is also where her trust in her teammates comes in, because she knows she can't cover everything on her own. And those are the parts that her team fills in. Now, teamwork is something our ladies at the panel who are former volleyball players are very familiar with. Now, I turn you over to them, Kayla and Caitlin.
Thank you for that report, Janine. I'll have to agree with that height truly is might, especially in the sport of volleyball. But so far, Shira Hardio doing so well in that libero position, especially in terms of her receptions, going just straight to her setter. I'm sure it would be such a wonderful job to be the setter if Shira Hardio is your libero. And as well, of course, with her defense there, being all over that backcourt for the Lady Bulldogs.
NU has been known to have produced some great liberos. We have Genierva, and she seems like Hardio has been filling in her shoes very well, as NU's defense have not any holes so far.
And I remember when Jen Yerva used to be in the NU college team, I always knew that when she would leave, it would be huge shoes to fill. But as you mentioned, Caitlin, Hardio doing a great job for the Lady Bulldogs, and with the help as well of their second libero, Icy Cepada, who also is a rookie coming in from their high school team. So free ball here for the Lady Bulldogs. Pono chooses Marsh. And a clean attack coming from Celine Marsh.
What an attack there by Celine Marsh. Kudos also to that setup, but great height and great speed there. Nothing the Lady Panthers defenders could do about that. Kayla, we're seeing how great the volleyball program really is here for the National University. And it's great to see the veterans rather, of their high school team become a rookie now and offer some more talent and skill for the Lady Bulldogs.
Maaya with a running attack, but using that power tip, changing things up, getting more points here for NU as Bombita serves. Although service error committed here. Kay Bunyao at the service deck. Pono chooses Marsh once again, although that's attack rather. Sails out for Celine Marsh.
This is the Lady Panthers' chance now to take advantage of these errors from NU. They have a 6-point deficit, and if they play clean and they're able to execute some plays, they might be able to turn things around here in our second set.
Service error, which is really, they have to limit their service errors here. So far, a lot of services being thrown away by the Lady Panthers. Better reception here for the girls in yellow and blue. Free ball here for the Lady Bulldogs. Pono chooses Maaya. Great pickup there. Good try coming from Galarde. But another point here for NU.
Galarde was there, but that setup to Maaya was just too perfect. She was able to hammer it down with enough power.
So Pono really steady setter here for NU. And take note, Kate, that you still have Lamina in this NU team. So two strong setters or playmakers here for the Lady Bulldogs. Timeout called by USPF. Let's listen in.
Gab! Kaunti ka ga, pagsulti ga. Ayaw i-push. Di ba siya ganing ingon nga, tubang ang bola. Ano iala man yun? Kita ninyo, uy. Uy, service na to, oh!
That huddle was powered by Smart Live More Today.
I think Coach Yolanda has been expressing her frustration so far, reminding the girls of their reception, because when the lead is this big and you're up against a very powerful team such as NU, I think a good strategy would to go back to the basics, and that all begins with the receives, so that they can be able to execute their planned plays and their planned strategies.
And we heard in that huddle as well, the services obviously throwing a lot of those away, getting a lot of errors on the service deck, and also at the same time struggling in terms of the reception with a heavy serving team like NU. But the Lady Panthers getting a point here. Pono chooses Tizon, and Tizon here with a point.
That is Tizon's first point of our game. Great down the line hit to bring NU to the second technical timeout of the set.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
TNT TikTok takeover na! Tuloy-tuloy na live selling. Tuloy-tuloy na food talk. Tuloy-tuloy na dance talk. Para may only TikTok, mag-TNT TikTok saya 50 na. Lipat at load na.
back to the game after that second technical timeout. NU still with the lead 16-7 as we see here our smart power player of USPF's last match versus LPU. That's Resel Pedroza with 15 points coming off 14 attacks and 1 ace.
So Pedroza really is one of the key players here for USPF as she has been reliable in the attacking department. Pero yun nga, that sort of is a double-edged sword for the Lady Panthers kasi ito yung nangyayari, nababantayan sila ng mga blockers ng NU, and I think the Lady Bulldogs have successfully stifled her in her powerful attacks, but still, we never know. Duran might be able to activate her soon if they can adjust to the attacks NU has been throwing at them.
As you mentioned, parang nababantayan na rin ng NU ang mga spikers ng USPF as Alexa Mata drills another one down here. That smart power play of the set was presented by Smart. Live more today.
Perfect transition on the side of NU in that point. Again, their quick attacks have been very efficient.
9-point lead for the Lady Bulldogs. Free ball here for NU. Bombita from the opposite. And a block point for the Lady Panthers. Much needed on their end.
Bombita was not able to anticipate that set to her. Kaya I guess it was easier for the Lady Panthers to block that. But still, very solid block for the Lady Panthers. Much needed for them at this point in the set.
So subs here for both teams. Duran, the starting setter, back in the ball game, as well as Lamina and Arapanike subbing in for Bombita. And you still with a comfortable lead here in the second set. Lamina saving that over receive. Panike from the open side. And Ara Panike with another point here.
Kayla, I mentioned that NU has been very composed and calm because there are a couple of misreceives there and attempted 1-2 plays from the Lady Panthers. But still, Celine Marsh and the rest of the back row are able to anticipate this, and that's why they're still able to execute great attacks against the Lady Panthers. But on that point, Mejos is able to lock in an off-the-block hit, and perhaps that's what they need more when they want to try to deceive the blockers of the Lady Bulldogs.
And so far, Caitlin, medyo kalat ang mga puntos sa side ng NU. We have Celine Marsh, Ara Panike, Mata in the middle. Tizon as well contributing when she was placed in. But the Lady Panthers here again denied at the net by Mata and Panike.
Everyone just doing their job very well on the side of NU. Still, the Lady Panthers are having a hard time adjusting to the skills that NU has been showcasing this morning.
That serve was by Soreño. And another point here for the Lady Bulldogs, care of Ara Panike.
That was a clean cross-court hit, just going in between two defenders from the Lady Panthers.
And you very relaxed here as they play in the quarterfinals. Good intention by Pedrosa to try and go for that corner of the court. But miscalculating that line. Timeout called by the Lady Panthers. Let's listen in once again.
Walk in sita, kay Jason ha. Walk in sita. Ikatay sa kani, by Chingkot ha. By Chingkot ha. Kali na mali, isa ka mga kabuhi. Dugaan na ba na maruman nyo? Ayaw pala yan pa.
Like, powerful naman mo. Kaya taas man mo adrenaline.
Ano ba?
That huddle was powered by Smart. Live more today. So Coach Yolanda Rizadi and Junmar Pacquiao just composing and giving some last-minute reminders to their girls, Lady Panthers, as they try and cut down this lead made by NU. Lamina chooses Marsh in the open side, and Marsh getting a point off the block.
I think Lady Panthers were anticipating one of Marsh's more powerful attacks, but Marsh, being a player with high game IQ, I guess, she was able to go for a softer touch. She was blocked, but no coverage on the side of the Lady Panthers.
Another service ace here for National University. This time, care of Arapanike.
Arapanike has been performing so well in the game today. Ace man, spike, or block. She has been reliable and efficient in stopping the Lady Panthers.
Pedroza once again denied at the net by Chamaaya and Labs Lamina. And that puts NU at set point here in the second set, 24-11. Although Arapanike committing a service error. So set point saved here by the Lady Panthers. Bunyao with that serve. 1-2 play by Lamina is good. Ending this second set 25-12 versus the USPF Lady Panthers, as we see this last sequence. Reception by Tizon and Lamina surprising the defense there of the Lady Panthers. Score is 25-12 in that second set. We'll be back in just a short bit.
There's nothing like winning the game.
Congrats sa promotion.
There's nothing like leveling up. There's nothing like the first face-to-face. There's nothing like meeting the fam. For great times, great memories.
There's nothing like Shakey's.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
TNT TikTok takeover na! Tuloy-tuloy na live selling. Tuloy-tuloy na food talk. Tuloy-tuloy na dance talk. Para may only TikTok, mag-TNT TikTok saya 50 na. Lipat at load na.
$25-12 is our score in the second set between the Lady Bulldogs and the Lady Panthers. So NU still 2-0 in this first game of the quarterfinals. Let's take a look back at what happened in set number 2 on the side of NU, just raining service aces here points are scattered and well distributed amongst all of their spikers or attackers, and we have to give credit to Abby Bono for that.
They utilized their middle blockers right away with the likes of Mata, who was able to collect some points for herself. But at the same time in this set, we just saw why NU are the UAAP champions, and they've been performing very well, and we've seen some action as well from Marsh and Tizon, some girls that we've seen in the Girls Volleyball Invitational. They're showcasing their skills on this new stage. But let's take a look at the attacks. 12 against 3. Very stark difference between these two teams. 7 aces against 0. And a little bit more errors on the side of NU, but still, I guess they have some room for errors such as those because they have been dominating this game so far.
Yeah, so far in all departments, from attacks to blocks and aces. 7 aces in just one set. Early in the first set, quite the same outcome as well. Serving heavily and being aggressive with that first touch. So set 3 coming right up. Lamina now the setter for NU. Turing back on the court. This set is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and Mojo's now. And great way to open up this set. Care of Mejos.
USPF opening up this set similar to how NU did last set with a quick attack. This time care of Mejos. Let's see if they'll be able to bounce back and extend this game.
Lamina back set, but blocked there. Bombita, powerful attack. Good defense here by the Lady Panthers. Free ball here for NU. Marsh again. Great pickup by USPF. Lamina to Turing. And Sheena Turing ending that rally.
Classic kinds of plays that we're seeing here from NU. Still so composed, being able to distribute those balls to the attackers. But Kayla, I think we're noticing a shift in energy on the side of the Lady Panthers. We've seen some impressive digs from their defenders. Perhaps they're going into the set more aggressive and more determined.
And as mentioned also in the interview earlier, Caitlin, they have nothing to lose, and of course they will be able to take away a lot of things going up a big team like NU. So far, good start here for USPF. More energy and a different aura as we began this third set. As they score another point here, care of Kay Bunyao.
Impressive movement that we're seeing from the Lady Panthers. Now they have block coverage as Pedroza was blocked, but Bunyao, quick thinking, going for that power tip in the middle, deceiving the defenders of NU.
Team captain Mejos with that serve over received by Celine Marsh. And Bunyao putting that one away.
Bunyao now stepping up. She was able to collect some points in set number 1. And here she is showcasing some net defense, protecting the court from that over receive.
USPF with a lead here by 2 points. No follow-up on that ball by the Lady Panthers.
Now, what's important for USPF is that kailangan nila mag one stop and they can't allow NU to have a run of points like they did in the previous set if they really want to get this crucial set.
Sheena Turing, one of the veterans and seniors on the side of NU alongside Lams Lamina. who are both playing on the floor now in set number 3. Lamina chooses Belo. Attack in the middle by the Lady Panthers, and Belo putting that one away.
That was an impressive finish from Belo of the Lady Bulldogs, but kudos to Pedroza and Enot for their effort in trying to set themselves up for attacks. Again, better movement on the side of the Lady Panthers. Different kind of start here as we're tied at 3.
Power tip there by USPF, picked up by Lamina. Attack by number 9, that's Bunyao, blocked there at the net by NU.
NU still establishing the wall, spotting Bunyao in her powerful attacks, but still that should not discourage her from attempting for more kills, as she has been quite the key player for the Lady Panthers in this game.
And a good kill attack there coming from Russell Pedroza, spotting that zone on the side of NU. Take a look at this last sequence. No one there to defend that ball as Bombita moved forward in that floor defense pattern. Lamina chooses Escanlar. Off-speed attack is good here. Attack by number 9, Bunyao. Drop ball, Escanlar, and no one there to defend that ball for the Lady Panthers.
Great eye there by Escanlar, but the Lady Panthers will want to still remember to keep up with their floor coverages, because NU will not be utilizing powerful attacks all the time, especially if they notice some holes in their defense.
Bunyao off-speed attack. Escanlar getting another one on the board there.
Escanlar going long this time from a off-speed hit now to a powerful long cross court. Escanlar has been playing very smart, able to keep the Lady Panthers at bay, who are down by 2.
And a great point here coming from Bunyao, really stepping up today.
Seems like Bunyao has been getting comfortable in the front row as she's been able to contribute some net defense, but now we're seeing here she's unfazed by that block, locking in an off the block point.
Almost an ace here for USPF. Attack by Soreño. Escanlar. Back row attack by Pedroza. Lamina chooses Escanlar for that powerful kill.
Escanlar successful the second time around. I just admire that kind of approach. So much power in that hit.
That smart power play of the set was presented by Smart. Live more today.
Kayla, it seems like the Lady Panthers are able to react to these attacks better than they have in the previous set. But still, it's up to them if they want to sustain this kind of momentum, because they're starting this set off much better than they did.
Service ace here by Escanlar after that powerful attack as we head on to our first technical timeout.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
TNT TikTok takeover na! Tuloy-tuloy na live selling. Tuloy-tuloy na food talk. Tuloy-tuloy na dance talk. Para may only TikTok, Mag-TNT TikTok Saya 50 na! Lipat at load na!
You are still watching the Shakey Super League National Invitationals, and now we are on our third set between the NU Lady Bulldogs and the USPF Lady Panthers. Now, one of the seniors on the Lady Bulldogs side, Erin Pangilinan, who is sitting this game out, told me earlier they know where they stand now, talking about their rank, playing in big leagues seen on TV. But at the end of the day, nearly everyone in the team came from the provinces. So a tournament like this really gives them the experience or the opportunity to face other teams that they can be very familiar with. So this is an opportunity for them to be able to give their best and show the other team that this is what they can achieve with the volleyball sports, and that they also know that the other team didn't come here to lose, so they are coming here really wanting to show them what they are capable of as well. Now, back to you, Kayla and Caitlin.
Thank you, Janine. And that's true. NU, Kayla, you can say they've been setting the standard for collegiate volleyball here in our country. And it's great to see that they're making the most out of competing with teams all around the country and cementing themselves as one of the best teams in the Philippines. And so far, that's what they've been showcasing, from attacks and defense, playing so well and sort of showing everyone how much skill they have yet to display for all our volleyball fans around the country.
Well, NU still with the lead here with 3 points in the third set. Lamina goes for that attack. Pedroza from the back. Bombita gets that one to fall in the court. But ball still alive here. And Toring ending that rally.
Still, the quick attacks from NU's middle blockers have been unstoppable for them today, and that is Turing once again. Turing and Mata have been quite the players for our game today, and perhaps USPF can actually attempt to block them instead of giving them all these free swings.
Turing once again from the middle, looks like making it look so easy rather. And a lot of the points of NU, again, as you mentioned, Caitlin, coming from the middle attacks. And their setters activating or being able to activate those quick attacks and running as well. Free ball here for NU. Marsh from the open side. Ball still alive here. Lamina, back row attack to Escanlar. Picked up there by Duran. And a great rally here, won by USPF.
Impressive hustle on the side of the Lady Panthers. Starting with that chase, them not wasting that third touch and going for the drop ball, deceiving the defenders of the Lady Bulldogs.
Celine Marsh. All thought that was a point, but a good save there from the Lady Panthers. Great rally so far here. Marsh will try again, but that, well, USPF thinking that it did not cross the net. Although point will be awarded here to NU. Some clarifications.
I think USPF will be calling for a challenge, if I am not mistaken. Yes, for a block touch.
Yes, so a challenge called here by Coach Yolanda Rizari. So far, from our point of view, Caitlin, hard to tell with what happened in that last sequence. If Celine Marsh's hit did cross over the net and there was a touch, or if it was an attack error on the side of NU.
This point could turn things around on the side of the Lady Panthers because so far they've been able to react and defend these attacks from their net to their floor, but still NU is giving it so much power that it's making it difficult for them to catch up. So if this challenge is successful for the Lady Panthers, it could possibly spark a run of points for them to still keep themselves in the game.
As we see here,
ladies and gentlemen, upon review, the challenge for block punch of USPF is a yes. The challenge is
successful. Sorry, that's an unsuccessful challenge rather by USPF. Point will remain with NU.
But still, these girls, Turing and Celine Marsh, have been contributing crucial points for the Lady Bulldogs, not wasting the sets given to them.
I think that was still a good challenge on the side of USPF, as it was quite hard to tell with that last sequence, but an unsuccessful challenge. So back-to-back points here for NU.
No blockers on the side of the Lady Panthers, giving Bombita that free hit as the lead for the Lady Bulldogs is growing. USPF will definitely want to adjust right away if they want to extend this game to a fourth set.
Bombita with an attack. And Bombita back-to-back points for NU. So substitutions in. Sheena Turing going back to the bench for Alexa Mata. Both playing great volleyball in today's match.
NU's bench has been able to step up actually in the minutes that they are given. Kudos also to the veterans of their team for setting that kind of example and really showing the kind of standard the Lady Bulldogs have when playing.
Over dig there by Escanlar. And another point here for Bombita.
Great point by Bombita, but look at that setup from Hardio, the libero. Great set, just allowing an opportunity for a powerful swing.
Good serve there by Glamina. Great reception as well on the side of USPF. Attack error though, coming from Bunyao. That puts us in our second technical timeout. NU still with the lead here.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
TNT TikTok takeover na! Tuloy-tuloy na live selling. Tuloy-tuloy na food talk. Tuloy-tuloy na dance talk. Para may only TikTok, mag-TNT TikTok Saya 50 na! Lipat at load na!
Back to the ball game now. Our TNT budget tropa of the game. Magload na sa inyong suking tindahan. Our girls from Cebu, the Lady Panthers, down 2 sets so far, but a better set and better start here for them as they go against National University, trying to turn things around here in this third set. But so far, NU still with the lead here. Cepada will set up Marsh. Pedroza will try. Good pick up there by Lamina. Bombita from the opposite scores another point. It's a good last sequence there coming from NU. Bombita contributing a lot here in this third set as Abby Pono back in the ballgame for Lams Lamina. NU with a 10-point lead here. As Abby Pono will serve for NU. Duran 1-2 play, and that was a good look coming from their playmaker, surprising the defense of NU.
The Lady Panthers playing with more urgency now as NU is approaching the 20s.
Marsh from the opposite. Clean and powerful attack coming from this rookie, Celine Marsh. Let's take a look at this once again. Abby Pono back set to Marsh. And Marsh just hitting that one over the blockers. Another clean attack coming from Celine Marsh. Pedroza will try again. Escanlar. Good attempt here by the Lady Panthers. That was Soreño defending that ball. But another point there by Escanlar.
Escanlar just attacks with so much power and speed. It's hard for the defenders of the Lady Panthers to contain that ball.
Pono chooses Escanlar again. Good reflexes rather by Mejos. Duran goes to the open side to Bunyao. Free ball here for the Lady Panthers. Let's see what they do with it. And a good and smart attack coming from the team captain, Dia Mejos, seeing that the floor defense of NU was not intact on that last rally. Free ball here for the Lady Panthers once again. Duran to the middle. Back-to-back points here for USPF. Care of Katrina Inon. Great play here. Credits to Duran as well for being able to activate Enot in the middle. Ball still alive here. Great rally so far. Pono to Escanlar. Off-speed attack is good for Myrtle.
I think Escanlar has been showcasing the kind of athleticism that she possesses in this game today. We've seen her go for powerful hits, but now she's utilizing well-placed, softer attacks to still keep NU on top with a 10-point lead.
attack from the open by USPF. And attack error this time coming from Celine Marsh.
Error there from Marsh, bringing that shoulder down too much as she is in the back row. But this Lady Panthers' chance to still catch up if they play clean.
Bombita attack from the opposite is good. Using the hands of the blockers of USPF. Good call here by Bonyao, avoiding that serve by Bombita as that one sails out. So Caitlin, so far on the side of USPF, good performances and by Pedroza and Bonyao, as well as some sparks there of points coming from Inot in the middle, but we haven't been seeing Mboy so far as she is on the sidelines.
Kayla, it seems like USPF went into the set with a lot of energy and determination, but midway through they sort of lost their footing, but still some players are able to keep things alive here, such as Pedroza, like what you mentioned, and Bonyao, but it's going to be an uphill battle for them from now on.
That was Soreño with the point on that last play as an over-receive by NU turns into their point still as Mejos mistiming that attack. Bello now to serve for NU. Free ball here for the Lady Bulldogs. And Mata with an emphatic kill once again. That set coming from Abby Bono. Perfect setup.
What a hit there by Mata. That was just the perfect height for her. Hammering it down the middle. Once again, kudos to Bono for having great chemistry with all of her attackers, especially her middle blockers, to bring themselves to set point. Match point, rather.
Although miscommunication there in who was gonna get that second ball, as Bello and another teammate of hers collided in that last sequence. Soreño there with the serve, Bono, and a very crafty playmaker here, Abby Bono, ending this match, and NU books the first seat in the semifinals. Abby Bono finishing things off here with a crafty 1-2 play.
That was a 1-2 back set from Bono, who has performed so well in this game, giving her attackers chances to collect some points for themselves. But then again, what a great team effort from the Lady Bulldogs to dominate our first quarterfinals match of the day. But then again, commending the girls from Cebu USPF for representing the region here in our quarterfinals. They have a great set of attackers. We saw Bunyao, Mboy, Pedroza, Inot, and Mejos all stand their ground against the Lady Bulldogs.
So congratulations again to the National University Lady Bulldogs. But a great performance still coming from the USPF Lady Panthers. For putting up a good fight here against the UAAP defending champions. I'm sure they learned a lot from going up against a very skilled and talented team. So Final score is 25-11, 25-12, and 25-14, all in favor of the Lady Bulldogs.
There's nothing like winning the game.
Congrats sa promotion.
There's nothing like leveling up. There's nothing like the first face-to-face. There's nothing like meeting the fam. For great times, great memories.
There's nothing like Shakey's.
Get 8 gigabytes of all-access power.
To do it all.
Plus only TikTok to scroll and share non-stop. Power, work, life, and more. With Smart Power all-access data now up to 90 days. Load now.
TNT TikTok takeover na! Tuloy-tuloy na live selling. Tuloy-tuloy na food talk. Tuloy-tuloy na dance talk. Para may only TikTok, mag-TNT TikTok saya 50 na. Lipat at load na.
Our final score of the first match here for the quarterfinals, 25-11, 25-12, and 25-14. Again, all in favor of NU, still without any losses in the tournament. This best player of the match is brought to you by Shakey Super Delivery. Order your favorite thin crust pizza and chicken and mojos now. Caitlin, sino ang MVP of the match natin?
Kayla, it was such a tough choice because all these girls contributed so much in our game today. But here we have Myrtle Escanlar, who was so crafty with the way she finished the ball. She had great attack, so much power and athleticism there, but still she was also able to deliver some softer touches, drop balls to destabilize the defense of USPF, and she was really one of the key players in set number 2 and 3, locking in some crucial points to bring NU to the semifinals.
Let's hear from Myrtle Escanlar and Janine Saka on the sidelines.
Yes, Kayla and Caitlin, I am here with our Shakey's MVP of the match, Myrtle Escanlar from the NU Lady Bulldogs. So Myrtle, congratulations to you and your team. Now kanina, yung mga nakaharap nyo na teams, hindi sila yung usual team na nakakaharap nyo. How was the experience?
I guess it's somehow different po. Kasi po sa style with Manila po, we're all systems and everything. Tsaka pro sa province, iba din po yung tinuturo nila. It took a while to get adjusted to kasi po iba po yung laruan po nila. Yan po.
Yes, but then yung naging adjustment nyo eventually naging successful because you won this match. So, tomorrow, kahit sino yung manalo sa games natin later, medyo magiging familiar na yung opponents na makakaharap nyo. What can we expect from you guys?
Siguro po sa team po namin, you can always expect po we will always give our best kasi po it starts with the seniors po, they give their all of the time. So to follow na lang po, everybody behind the team will follow with them po. We're gonna give our best, we're gonna get ready, we're gonna get prepared po. Kung sino man po yung sunod.
Kailangan talagang paghandaan lahat ng makakaharap nyo, di ba? Now, is there anyone na gusto mong batiin na nanonood sa'yo today?
Hi po sa family ko po sa Negros. Thank you po for your love and support po. And for the NU community po, even po mga andito po sila, they are always present. Thank you po sa pagmamahal nyo po at supportan nyo po sa team namin. Whenever, wherever po. Thank you po.
Now, I'm sure those people are very proud of you. And as our Shakey's MVP of the match, you will get to enjoy gifts from Shakey's that we will send you later. Now, congratulations again to you and your team. We'll see you in the semifinals tomorrow. Let me bring you back to our panel, Kayla and Caitlin.
Thank you, Janine, and congratulations again to our MVP of the match, Myrtle Escanlar, together with the rest of the NU Lady Bulldogs. Let's check out our Smart Powered Up plays brought to you by Smart Power All 99. Load now. Well, Caitlin, set 1 dominant start here for the UAAP defending champions. Clean volleyball, although we saw some errors, but all in all, just still very dominant in that first set. In all departments, of volleyball. They were able to limit Pedroza and Emboy as well. Moving on to set number 2, we saw a lot of service aces.
Saw a lot of service aces like what you said, but this is where NU's middle blockers really shine because Pono was able to activate them, still destabilizing the defense of USPF, and overall a great showing on the attackers of NU to end that set 25-12.
For set 3, we saw a lot of contributions as well coming from Bombita, Turing, and our MVP of the match, Escanlar. Points again were very well distributed, care of their playmaker Pono. And for USPF, good start in that set, better energy as compared to those first 2 sets, and Kay Bunyao stepping up here. Aside from Pedroza, the usual suspects on the side of the Lady Panthers, but that does it though for National University as they booked the first seat in the semi-finals. As we see our match statistics here, Caitlin.
There's a clear difference in the attacking department. As you can see, 44 attacks as compared to 20 for the Lady Panthers. We have 7 blocks for NU. A staggering 13 aces also. That has become their weapon in our game today. In terms of opponent errors, NU with more errors but still dominated the match to book the first semi-final slot, and still a great showing from the Lady Panthers, especially in the 3rd set, but still that was not enough to stop our UAAP champions, the NU Lady Bulldogs.
Let's now take a look at our updated bracket here. NU being that first team to advance to the semi-finals. For our next match, we have the Lady Brahmans going up against the Lady Knights, and whoever wins that match will be going head-to-head with NU tomorrow for our semi-finals. As we now see the remaining matches today, NU winning the first match in straight sets. Up next, we have University of Batangas going head-to-head with Letran, followed by FEU and UST at 2 p.m. And our last match, we have the Lady Blazers up against Enderon Colleges at 4 p.m. Up next, it's the University of Batangas going up against the Lady Knights. This has been Kayla Reyes, Caitlin Bernal, and Janine Saka will be back for some more volleyball.